Hello and welcome to Rescue Speechless. Today's video is going to be another skin combo video, and today's skin will be John Cena. Let's get into this video. This video is going to be another skin combo video. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I was going to make skin combos for the John Cena skin, and that is what I'm doing. There's two edit styles for John Cena. There's the standard one with the shirt, which is entrance gear, and there's the style ring gear, which is pretty cool. He cost, the actual bundle itself cost 2,000 V-Bucks, which is pretty good, because if you want to get the John Cena skin by itself, it would cost you 1,500 V-Bucks, and the pickaxe alone is 800, and then the You Can't See Me emote would be 400, so that'd be 2,700 V-Bucks if you were to buy it, separately. So yeah, it is one hell of a whooping deal to basically pick up the bundle. I thought, why not? So I was grinding to get some V-Bucks from doing that pack yesterday, the Slayer Charlotte pack. So yeah, let's get into the first combo. So as I mentioned, I'm using the first one I've made styles for is the entrance gear, so 5 styles. The first one I'm using is the first backbling is the rainbow clover. The green goes out absolutely nicely with the green of his shirt and his hat. Pickaxe is a Phantasmic Pulse. I decided to go for Cosmic Edge style. Primary colour neon green, and then the secondary colour yellow. So go over obviously his wristbands and a little bit yellow on his hat. And then the glider I'm using is Palm Leaf. And the clovers is the contrail I'm using. I just thought, why not? It goes very nice with the green. And then the wrap I'm using is Rick's Portal from Chapter 2, Season 7. So if you don't have this one, you can just whack on any green themed wrap. I thought it went very nicely, and yeah, let's go on to the second combo. For this one, I decided to whack on the #1 back bling, and the colour I'm using is green. I find it just works absolutely perfect. Just to go with the foam 5-digit slapper harvesting tool. That's the reason why I'm using the #1 back bling. So it's very nicely with the pickaxe. Comes in the bundle, or if you buy it separately, the 5-digit slapper. And the wrap I'm using is 1s and 0s, just solely for the green. Now I really do like this wrap. I know there's not really much black to do with the actual skin itself, but the green works absolutely nicely. Let's move on to the third combo. This one I'm using the Crimson Crest back bling from Chapter 3 Season 1, and then the colour I'm using is Emerald Crest for the green, and then the pickaxe I'm using is the Blade of the Waning Moon, which is also from the same set, which is Order of the Waning Moon, basically Ronin's pickaxe from 2 seasons ago. And the style I'm using is the Blade of the Verdant Moon. So if you've played in Chapter 3 Season 1, you'll be able to, and you are further up in the battle pass, you should have all of these styles. And wrap I'm using is Festive Paper. I'm just using it solely for the green. The white doesn't really go well with anything, but I thought we'll just use it for the green. So at this stage, I'd already ran out of green wraps. There still hasn't been too many of those that came out. Let's move on to the next combo. For this one, I decided to whack on the Pac-Man. I'm using the Pac-Man style of this back bling. You could also switch it up and just go with the Among Us back bling and put green or yellow, but I decided, since I had used the Among Us quite a lot and I did a whole video on Among Us back bling combos, I thought, why not switch it up and use the Pac-Man. So it goes very nicely with the yellow wristband, the shirt on his and the yellow on his hat. The pickaxe I'm using is a Revolker from Chapter 1 Season 9. And there is 2 edit styles you could use. You could use yellow or teal, but I've decided to whack teal on because the green's more vibrant. There's more green than there is yellow, so I thought, why not use it? And the wrap I'm using is the ripe. And if you don't have the ripes, this is quite a old, yes, from Chapter 1 Season 9, so it's quite an old weapon wrap. Just whack on any yellow themed wrap. If you don't have any of those, whack on a green or any wrap you want. Because I don't really have many yellows or greens. That's probably the ones that I struggle with the most. There's not really many yellows or greens that come out in battle passes. I don't really buy weapon wraps unless they say out like on a bundle. Let's move on to the last entrance gear style. I found this one worked very nicely. The Regifter back bling, which is for the yellow and the green, with purple with the colours on colour coordination of the yellow and the green on his hat and his shirt and obviously his wristbands. Pickaxe I'm using is a Hulk Smashers just for the green, and the wrap I'm using is Arcane Steel. I use it just for the green. And I do really like this one though. It's from Chapter 2 Season 4, which is a Marvel season. It's Doctor Doom's weapon wrap. But I find the green works nicely. The silver don't really go nice with anything, but I used it mainly for the green. Let's move on to the first ring gear style combo. Let's go. So I've made, first one I decided to whack on the gold token for why not, whack it on. Pickaxe Harley hitter, and then the wrap is gold and black. So I just thought, I was at this stage, I was a little bit not really too sure what to combo with it. To be fair, there's not really too many colours, so I decided to switch it up a little bit. Let's move on to the second combo for the rain gear style. I'm using the Jedi Order for the yellow. Once again, go with the yellow of his hat and his wristband. Pickaxe is a Venom blade, and the style I'm using is default, which is black and yellow. This you got the pickaxe from the Venom starter pack all the way in Chapter 2, Season 3. So if you picked up that pack back in the day, instead of $3.19 starter pack, or $3.99 at the time it would have been. And then the wrap I'm using is the Spectral Flex, just solely because I wasn't sure what wraps to use, but obviously when you shoot it, it changes colour, so I find it works pretty nicely. Let's move on to the next combo. I decided to whack on the hollow back, and then the sticker I'm using is the Teamwork, which I just thought just one for the fists, and for the green. I was trying to look for like anything that's wrestling themed, but I couldn't find any stickers I had. I guess you could put on maybe the Gamma Flex, obviously the muscles and all that, maybe. But I decided to stick with this sticker here, Teamwork, which I find works nice. Pickaxe I'm using is a scratch mark, and then the style I'm using for scratch mark is blue to go with like with his shorts. And the wrap I'm using is Ripley, which goes very nicely with the shorts and also the blue of the pickaxe. Let's move on to the second last combo. I decided to whack on the Birthstone backplate, and the colour I decided to use was emerald. You could always use the sapphire if you wanted, opal, turquoise, I guess maybe even aquamarine if you don't want to use emerald, but I decided to use it because I think it goes very nicely with his hat, his armbands, his hat and his armbands, to be fair. Sorry, not his armbands, his sweatbands. Works very nicely. Pickaxe I'm using is the Omni Sword from last season. I'm using the top blade Hyper Strike, guard ceremonial, bottom blade Hyper Strike, pickaxe type single wield, so you can use single wield, dual wield, whatever you want. And the colour I'm using is neon, and the hand style is dazzling spirits. You could also use the standard if you want, the Omni Sword. I decided to whack it on. And then the sound of jagged power. Once again, you use whatever you like. And then the wrap I'm using is the Twisted Serpent, which is the wrap that came with the Slayer Charlotte pack. The Hagiri Quest pack, I think it was called. But basically the wrap that came with the Slayer Charlotte skin. With the one that's cost like actual money. Let's move on to the last combo for the John Cena skin. I decided to whack on the WWE Championship title. I thought, since it's obviously a little bit black and I find the gold goes very nicely with the back bling, so I decided to whack on the Golden Crow. But if you don't want to use the Golden Crow, you can also whack on the Golden King or Glide Scepter, Mayhem Scythe. There's a lot of different golden options you can use. And then the wrap I'm using is Golden Scales, which works absolutely perfect with the back bling. Obviously the black goes nicely with the black on the WWE Championship. And then obviously gold goes very nicely with the Golden Crow. But yeah, so that's all the 10 skin combos done for the John Cena skin. And you know, if there is any videos you'd like to see, like skin combos, victory royales, you know, back bling combos, pickaxe combos, anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll try my best to get them done as soon as I can. But anyways, that was pretty decent.